everyone, I'm Kelsey, and I just attended a fantastic leadership conference featuring Arthur Fratelli, Dr. Eric Potterat, and Dr. David Robertson, three speakers who really shared unique and powerful insights on what it means to be a leader. I wanted to explore how their lessons can shape stronger, more intentional communities. Let's start with Arthur Fratelli. He shared what he calls the 4 F's: failure, focus, flow, and fulfillment. The idea is that failure isn't the end. It's a necessary part of growth. And that really hit me, especially in online communities where things can go wrong fast, whether it's a botched event or a post that misses the mark. He also said that humor is the shortest distance between people. That stuck with me because humor builds trust. It's how you break down walls and make people feel like they belong. Let's hear Arthur explain the 4 F's in his own words.
When I first tried to balance a spoon on my nose, I could not keep it balanced for a fraction of a second. I had to be okay with failure. I had to fail a lot. But remember, the fool who persists in his folly will soon become wise. When you practice something, you're essentially building a motor in the back of your head to handle the skill. I had to be okay with failing a lot. I had to get to that focus state. Eventually, the flow state, where I could do this without worrying about anything, just thinking about what I'm going to have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Thinking about, have I maybe made poor life choices, like wasting inordinate amounts of time learning to balance a spoon on my nose? I've become good enough at this, I can even do it while giving a TED Talk. But here's the thing. When you push past the failure into the... I was running out of rug, sorry. Here's the thing. When you push past the failure, past the focus, you end up in that flow state. There's something left. And that's fulfillment. It's not the destination, it's the journey. When you see progress towards a goal, you're developing a growth mindset.
I love how he makes it feel both honest and approachable. That kind of energy is what helps communities thrive. Next is Dr. Eric Potterat, a former Navy SEAL performance psychologist. He presented the 5 mental disciplines that high-performance leaders focus on: values and goals, mindset, process, adversity tolerance, and balance. The biggest takeaway for me was his focus on growth mindset, the belief that leadership is developed through effort and self-awareness, not something you're just born with. Here's a short moment from Dr. Potterat that really captures that philosophy.
Generally, there are 2 different types of mindset. Those with a growth mindset, who don't want to settle, who want to improve, who are thirsty for useful feedback in victory and defeat. And there are those with a fixed mindset. My way is good enough, I'm complacent, I don't need any feedback, I'm good to go.
That kind of training for adversity, rather than waiting to react, that's leadership at its core, especially in community spaces where things can change fast. Dr. David Robertson wrapped it up with a playbook-style method for leadership. His quote was powerful. Managers start at the beginning, leaders start at the end. He walked us through his 5 steps. Let me break them down. Define the end zone. Set a clear, motivating goal. What kind of culture do you want to build? Scout the opposition. Embrace reality and define everything that can go wrong. Prepare for challenges instead of ignoring them. Build your playbook. Develop realistic, flexible strategies tailored to your specific team or community. Execute the game. Take action, adjust when needed, and keep pushing forward even if things don't go as planned. Lastly, call plays correctly. Always know your why. Define what success looks like and communicate it clearly. That idea of starting with the end goal, whether that's the vibe of your server, or the values of your mod team, or the kind of behavior you want to encourage, is huge. It gives your leadership purpose. With these insights from Arthur Fratelli, Dr. Eric Potterat, and Dr. David Robertson, I'm walking away with a stronger sense of what leadership really looks like, especially in a people-first environment like online communities. These lessons remind me that great community management takes empathy, strategy, and a willingness to grow. Thanks for watching. If you've got your own take on leadership in gaming or community roles, drop a comment or share your thoughts. Let's keep building better spaces together.